Well, good morning. It's another beautiful day. I'm going to jump back on this motorcycle just to bring you back up to speed. I was messing around with the whole seat mounting bracket, cut some things down, re-welded some things, and I have a plan for mounting this seat. I had a plan. I was just executing on it. So the seat is going to mount just like this with these brackets that came with it. And so I could screw that down. But when I was thinking about it the other day, I decided I can't screw it back down because I got to deal with this Fender deal. Set that down right there. This Fender was not meant to have this seat on it. So I got to figure out what I want to do with this Fender. So I'll run it by you and see what you think. This Fender is supposed to mount somewhere up like that. Notice how high that is above the tire. And I don't want to do that. So I've got my spacing devices, my welding gloves up in here. And I got Wyatt and his friend's opinion yesterday. And we all agree that it needs to be closer to the tire. So something like, my welding glove is falling out. Something like that. Now, if I go too low, when I hit a bump and the rear goes up, it might go into the fender. Or when I sit on it and I'm a fatty, it's going to go into the fender. But I think there's some room for that. I don't think it squashes too much. Oh, it's not even on the ground. I was going to jump on it, but I got it on that thing. So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to modify the bracketry on this Fender and create my own bracketry for the back and see if we can put this Fender a little bit lower and make it look a little bit better. And then we could bolt on the seat. Yeah, that's the plan. So let's get started. All right, I got the garage door open, so there's some sun and some shadows. But I need the sun to come in so it warms things up. Okay, here's what I'm looking at. So this bracket is supposed to bolt up in there. Yeah, bolt up in there on those two side brackets. But as I was saying, if I do that, that fender is way high on that wheel. So I don't want to do that. I want to drop it down. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut this bracket apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this bracket off, I think, flip that around, re-weld it so it mounts right there. And then on the back here, I don't have anything real great, but I have these pieces that were on the bike. Now they're cut because the bike was being transformed into a different type of bike. So I think what I might want to do is maybe utilize this stuff. I was thinking I could maybe utilize this piece here and do something like that. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. But first I'm going to hack that front bracket up and see if we can get that working. Yeah, that's safe. We'll just tack it. All right, so I've got that bracket in there. I shot some paint on it, let it dry in the sun for 10-15 minutes. I got a heart like a truck. I don't have anything to cool this down. How about some sprayway? It's hot. Well, I ain't touching that for a minute or two. Alrighty, I let that cool down a little bit. I've put some screws and nuts and bolts, whatever they are, in, tightened them down, and I think that's going to do it. So you can try to move this thing around, and she's not moving. Okay, so I'll show you the side profile of both of these. So this is that. This is the left side. That looks like it was meant to be there. Let's throw on that light on the back, that tail light. I don't know how it all wires up yet or anything, but let's throw that on and see what that looks like. Okay, I have it barely sitting on there, like one thread. I gotta take that fender back off to put it on there. But that's how it looks like with the tail light assembly. Well, good afternoon. I'm gonna pick back up on this motorcycle, and in order to put the fender and light on, I need some wiring. And I took a look at the wiring, and I'm gonna have to redo some of this. All right, this wire bundle goes back to the light and connects into this connector right here. But as you can see, there's not a connector on this side, and then it looks like these wires got into the tire at some point. Probably won't be the last time since I'm lowering the fender, but this is how I bought it. So I'm gonna snip all these wires off. I'm gonna cut that connector off since I don't have the connector, and I'm gonna put some connectors that you can plug in and out, so I can take this wiring harness off again if I need to. So I'll be working on that this afternoon or evening. This dog is jumping on me because I think she's cold, and I've given her some treats, but she's telling me to take her inside. And I'm saying, you're a dog. You can handle 5 minutes of being out here. But she's all over me. Did the trick. That should be good for us to test it anyway. I'll most likely want to zip tie those together and bundle that up and all that jazz. Okay. Now, how's this gonna work? Alrighty, well, I have hooked up the wires, and I think I'm ready to hook up the battery. So let's hook up the battery and see if any smoke comes out. Okay, battery is connected. Let's turn the key on. Okay, got something. Turn signal. Oh, wired wrong in the back. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing. We got some taillights. So the taillight's working. Got a small problem with the turn signal. Okay, let's see. Turn signal left, turns that one on. Okay, we'll just leave it on. Well, in the back, it's the right. I had a 50-50 chance. So, some minor detail, just a wiring connection. Well, a little wire switcheroo. Look at that. Left side and left side. Now the little blinker thing's working. Right side and kind of a blink. Maybe the battery's a little low. I haven't tightened it all up, but hey, looking good. Alrighty, now let's put these brackets that we made, homemade Fender brackets, put these back here. So you can see I painted them, kind of matches. Okay, I gotta move the patio heater. Sorry. Alrighty, I threw on some zip ties to secure the wiring in place, and I'm gonna call that for a minute. Now I'm gonna see if we can look at this muffler. I already found a problem with the muffler the other day. I don't think it's doing much muffling. Listen. Okay. Looks to me the baffles and everything no longer baffling. Okay, let me see what I can do with it. Stay tuned. Yeah, I dug some things out. Now we're gonna try to dig a few more things out. Okay, I'm trying to open things up so some of this baffling can come out, like this stuff. Believe it or not, I pulled all that out just a minute ago. And there's one more, at least one more in there. So we need to get it out. Oh yeah, baby. Got her. See that? Okay. Sitting there for now. That's sitting there. Okay. Boy, that's pretty quiet. Let's let the engine warm up a little bit. I don't know about you, but that's too quiet for me. And we're smoking this out. I like it though. I like the way it looks. We do not have a headlight. Now I know there was one. There was a headlight when we first started it, when we first bought it. But I don't know what I might have done, so that doesn't work. Ooh, turn signal's working. Like a champ. Hey, she ran out of gas. Perfect. That muffler got louder and louder, so I was thinking maybe I'll get a long drill bit and drill a couple holes in the baffle at the end. But now I might have to just wait and see what it sounds like on the road once it is road worthy. Alrighty, well, I feel good about that if you feel good about that. Alrighty, well, it's Saturday night. I feel pretty good about the progress. She's back up and running. Fender's where I want it. It's more of a solo bike now instead of a two-person bike. I think that's all I'm going to do tonight. I'm not sure where I want to go next. I know I got to get that toolbox in there, headlight working. The bike needs to be cleaned up. I'm not sure if I'm going to make one more video this winter and then hold off until spring, because I can't do anything when there's snow all over. Can't test drive it. Can't give it a shakedown. And Wyatt's turning 16 soon, so I probably ought to pull the S10 back in and get that going. And then my ultimate goal is to get these projects out of the way a little bit so I can work on the F100. I'm making a plan for that. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Well, good morning. It's Saturday, and I think I'm going to take this thing for a drive around the block. I got it all put back together in the last section of the video, and I just bolted down the seat and everything. So I think I'm going to fire this thing up, and I'm pretty sure when I take it outside, Wyatt's going to come running out. He's been bugging me to ride this for a long time. So it's warmed up a little bit. It's 40 degrees outside right now and sunny, so why not? Let's fire it up. Okay, I gotta fix this kickstand, this shifting lever. It's not good. This is cool. This thing's pretty cool. Smells funny. That shifter down there is causing me some problems. It goes so far down I can't get my boot underneath there. So I'm gonna see if we can do something about that. Cause that's, I don't know, that's really difficult. Maybe we can move it up one. Let's work on that. Okay, that shift lever is funky. I've been playing with that for the last 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to monkey with that. But while we have that, I'm gonna see if I can make that, whoa, a little bit louder. I just had the drill bit in the drill and it fell out. Ever since I bought this Milwaukee, it's had problems with tightening up from day one. And I never took it back to Home Depot or wherever I bought it, but I'm gonna, that side's already open, so I'm gonna see if that makes a difference if we drill something over on this side. As soon as I get a better battery. see what that does. Not loud enough. I think that's a little louder. Let's go test drive it. Well, the bike runs great and doesn't look too shabby. I haven't even washed it or tried to beautify it at all. But that shifting lever is my major problem that I got to deal with. But so far so good. Anyway, we'll see what we can do about Wyatt riding it. There's Wyatt. Well, that'll do it for the motorcycle video. I don't know if I'll take any more video. I might just work on it here and there, but it's good to go right now. I can drive around. So come spring, we'll probably pop it out, but that'll be it for a while. Thanks for watching.